Mirasee.
I'm Josh Turner, and you're listening to Making It. I run a business called Connect 365, and we help small businesses generate leads and get more clients. I think making it can mean whatever you want it to mean for you. For me, it's really doing what I want to do. And that is about doing the work that I want to do, doing the things in my business that I get excited about and not doing the other things. It's about having the freedom to work when you want to work and to not work when you don't want to work. And it's about having, a business that affords you kind of lifestyle that you want. So I think if you put all those things together, that's really what it's about. Long before I started my own business, growing up, I was around my family business, and my dad, he started a small remodeling company, and that was really my first exposure to what it was really like running a business, because I was helping him with sales and marketing and his office administration and running crews and getting supplies and really the whole gamut of everything that we were doing. And then I think it was 2001, he was forced to shut his doors because he ran out of work and didn't have enough new business coming in to keep the lights on, essentially. And so one day I was in his office and he said, "We just don't have enough money to keep it going." And that was his last day in business with that business. Now, fortunately, fast forward a number of years, he got back on his feet, started another company, and he's been doing well since. But it was a tough time for him for a while. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff that doesn't work. And, not just with my dad's business, but with other businesses I've been a part of and other businesses that I started before I really went full time working for myself in 2010. Prior to that, I was a CFO of a construction and manufacturing company in St. Louis. And that company suffered pretty much the same fate my dad's business, where I worked in the company that in the downturn in 2008, when the economy was going down, this business was really essentially just ran out of work and had the exact same thing happen. Couldn't keep the doors open. And so when I started my business, I was really, really I was like, I can't have the same thing happen to me that I've seen happen to these other companies. And so for me, early on in the business, I was just very focused on business growth, and making it was all about the success of the business. So when we achieved things like the Inc. 500 and Inc. 5000, I felt like I had really, that was making it. And then fast forward a few more years, my definition of making it has changed to where, we've had financial success and recognition for how well the business has done and how we've grown and building a really great team and culture and all of those things. So my personal definition of making it has kind of changed more to be more holistic around my whole life and not just business success. Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to care about this business that I created. Yes, you can leave a legacy. You can have people and employees that cared about it and feel proud of the work that you did together, and you can work hard to make a difference. But at the end of the day, when you're on your deathbed, I think that it's the people that you love and are closest to that are really most important. And so to me, making it is making sure that I don't sacrifice that because I'm so focused on my business. So that has a lot to do with balance too. And I still, at heart am kind of an introverted finance guy. But if you're getting into business for yourself, you have to just get out there. You have to put yourself out there. You got to have conversations with people. And, one of the big things that I think I was fortunate early on in my business that I just realized, I have to position myself as a leader and an expert, because the clients I want to hire me, they want to hire an expert. And so I can't act like I don't really know what I'm doing or act shy about it or something. I have to get out there and say I'm a real leader in this space. And, there's never a time where somebody's going to anoint you as a leader in your market. You just got to put yourself out there and make the claim and go do it and make it happen. And so for anybody who's a little more introverted and doesn't know if they can make it in business, there's all sorts of people who are making it in business. Over time, I've kind of realized that like we all have all of it within us. We walk around carrying these labels thinking I am an introvert or I'm more of an extrovert or whatever. But we all have shades of it. And if you want to, you can become an extrovert. So don't let that hold you back. I think that for a lot of people, the concept of authenticity is a challenging one. And it's a tough one for me to really nail down because what it means to be authentic is it really varies from person to person. But what I like to tell people is just put yourself in the shoes of your prospect and think about what would get them to open up to you. You know, if somebody's reaching out to you online, what makes you want to connect with somebody? And usually it's somebody who seems like they're just being a normal person and like, you kind of connect with them. And so to me, like that's part of what being authentic is. And instead of sending sales pitches, you just share good content with people and show up as a valuable resource. People will just kind of view you favorably at that point and feel like you're being authentic and genuine and helpful and not a used car salesman. And all that stuff's really important when it comes to online marketing and doing all the things that we do. If you're just dreaming and not doing, then nothing's actually going to get done. But if you are, if you're really taking action on your dreams, then of course, that's how you get it done. And I think anybody who's in business for themselves and really trying to make it is working off of some dream that they have for what they want to achieve, whether the impact they want to make in the world, what they want to create to support their family, any of that. We all have some sort of a dream in mind. And then it takes action and doing something to actually make it a reality. I think that if you're in a place where you're feeling like you're kind of stuck in a cycle of despair or hopelessness, everybody gets there. And what's been helpful for me in knowing that it happens to everybody, you can, rest assured that, it doesn't mean that you're somehow a failure. But what I've realized now, looking back over a decade after starting my company, whenever I have a time that I'm feeling down about something in the business, or it's not going the way that I want, or I'm stressing about something or having anxiety about something in the business, I always think back on the times in the past in the business where I had similar feelings. And I realize that it comes and goes. And so there's no point in beating myself up about whatever's happening right now, because probably in a pretty short amount of time, it's not even going to be on my mind anymore. So I think it's really important to figure out like how you can kind of control your mindset so that you're able to stay positive and focused. Because being in a cycle of despair or negativity is not going to be productive at all. I'm Josh Turner, and you've been listening to Making It. You can find me at connect365.io.
Making It is part of the Mirasee FM network, which also includes Course Lab and Just Between Coaches. This episode of Making It was assembled by Jeff Govertson. Cynthia Lamb produced the episode. Danny Burmant is our associate producer, and Danny Inney is our executive producer. So you don't miss the great episodes that are coming up on Making It, go ahead and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening right now. And if you liked the show, please leave us a starred review. It's the best way to help us get these ideas to more people. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.